What's going on, guys? Orms Form coming at you guys today with another video. Today we're talking about the Detroit Tigers, and they made their trip on the way to Houston with a 3-game series. Needed this, guys. It was a sweep. The Detroit Tigers swept the Houston Astros, especially having a real bad last series versus the Cleveland Indians, I believe it was. Yes, it was. It was versus the Cleveland Indians where they got beat up pretty good. I did a video on them. Obviously, I'm going to try and do a 3-game series every 4-game series, whatever the series is. I'm going to try and do a summary of it after it's done. And it was like a 5-minute and 30-second video that I did because it was very fast. There was nothing really positive to say about that series against Cleveland. This one should be a little bit better, a little bit longer. Sorry, guys, it was a little bit longer, but it is. A lot of nice things happening against the Astros. Game one, it was Casey Mize versus Zach Greinke. Mize goes 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 0 earned runs, 5 Ks, 2 base on balls. Gets the W in this one, guys. Greinke goes 4.2 innings pitched, 4 2/3. Gives up 10 hits, 6 earned runs, 3 home runs he gives up, 2 Ks, 3 base on balls. Takes the loss. Mize with his first major league win of his short early career so far, and it was 7 innings of scoreless, beautiful innings. It was a really nice effort by Casey Mize, and well deserved. First, let's start off though with the Detroit Tigers going to Houston though. Okay, you know who our manager is, AJ Hinch. About our skipper, man, he returns to Houston, so. He was there for 5 years, okay? He was there for 5 years and helped turn around that franchise, reaching the playoffs 4 times, including 2 World Series, winning one of them, losing the other. Then was fired because of the sign stealing scandal. Avila then hired Hinch, and it was a bold but brilliant move, I thought, because Hinch knows his talent. He knows talent around him. He knows how to be a manager. And he's a great evaluator. But it's just a really emotional. It was very emotional for AJ Hinch going back to Houston. Standing ovation. Everything was, the fans were good. They did a nice tribute for him too at the beginning of the series. So it was really nice, man. He got very emotional. Had to get back in the dugout before he got too emotional, apparently. It was just a nice thing to see that Houston did for him because he did turn that franchise around. He really did, man. With the sign stealing scandal and all that stuff, they've been doing that for years. It's just that Houston went a little bit overboard with it, and they got caught. Okay, because personally, I think everybody does it. It's just nowadays you can do it. It's different now with technology and all that. But that's for a whole other story. But on to the baseball game. What a turnaround from last series. What an absolute turnaround. Tiger bats came alive. 12 hits they had in this game alone. They had 13 total hits in 3 games last series. This game 1, they had 12. So they beat up Zach Greinke. They got him out early, man. He only did 4 2/3, so he was gone. Grayson Griner, the backup catcher, goes yard in the second, plate in 2. Renato Nunez, who they called up because Miggy's hurt, man, got that bicep. He homers in the 3rd as well. Badu hits a solo in the 3rd. Kid's the real deal. So far, it was 6-0 Tigers before Houston even got on the board. In the 8th, Brantley and Correa hit homers in back-to-back innings, solo shots. But Candelario, 2 for 3. Renato Nunez, 2 for 5 with a home run. Badu, 2 for 3 with a home run and 2 RBI. Grayson Griner, the backup catcher, 2 for 4 with a home run and 3 RBI. Cisneros struggles a bit in relief, but Gregory Soto comes in and cleans it up for him, recording 2 outs and secures the win. Tigers go on the win 6-2. Nice, easy win for the Detroit Tigers. Mize with his first win of the year. Congratulations, Casey. Now on the game 2, it was Matthew Boyd versus Drake Odorizzi. Boyd goes 6.2 1/3, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 4K. 1 base on ball, 1 walk, and he ends up getting a W. Odorizzi goes 3 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 home runs he gives up, 4 Ks and no walks. Ends up taking the loss as well. Badu again and Nunez, homer in back-to-back games. You'd really like to see that. Wilson Ramos hitting the ball well again. Hits 2 home runs this game as well. Candelario collects 2 hits again. Ramos 2 for 5, 2 home runs with 3 RBI. Nomar Mazara goes 2 for 4 with a home run. Finally gets on the home run board. Ends up getting, I think, hurt too. He ends up getting a little bit dinged up in this series. He had 2 RBIs that game. Then Nunez with another home run. Badu with the big stick as well, going long. So that's what you really like to see from him too. He's really swinging the bat really well. Boyd has a nice game on the bump. Garcia dominates a 1.1 innings pitched, not giving up a hit. That's what I like to see too. And Holland comes in on a relief, gives up a couple hits and a meaningless run, but gets out of it with minimal damage. The Tigers end up winning this game, cruising 8-2. Matthew Boyd with the win there. Now game 3 comes along. Michael Fulmer versus Lance McCullers Jr. Fulmer getting the nod. I kind of called this too. Obviously, he's a starter. But he's been struggling with injuries for a while, and I said that Fulmer was gonna get a chance sooner than later. He ended up getting a start. Pitched pretty well. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 Ks, 1 base on ball. Ends up getting a W. Only threw 78 pitches, so they're trying to be really careful with Michael Fulmer right here, and deservedly so. They have to be really careful with him. And then Lance McCullers for them goes 3.2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 6 earned runs, 3 Ks, 3 walks, takes the L. Bats were jumping again once in this one for Detroit. Tigers put 6 on the board before Houston even scores again. No home runs by Detroit, but a couple doubles and mostly singles. Driving in runs for the Tigers. Badu, Goodrum, Grossman, Candelario, and Ramos all contributing. Grossman goes 2 for 4, 1 RBI. Candelario went 3 for 5 again. He's batting well over 300, and so is Badu as well too, with 2 RBIs. He's the hit king right now. Candelario and Badu. Hinch emptied out the bullpen on this one though. He used 5 relief pitchers. He really wanted to get that sweep. Really wanted to get that 3 games. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3. Nice. So he literally emptied out the garbage, man. If you want to say that, but not saying that our pitchers are garbage, but just emptied out the can, man, and said, "Let's go." You know what I mean? Norris struggles in this one though. 0.1 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 base on ball. Farmer comes in and saves him from a disaster. Gets out of the 6th. Lang comes in, the rookie. Pitches great, striking out 2 in 1 innings pitched. Soto clean, only giving up a hit. Nice to see that as well. Cisneros struggles again though. Doesn't even record an out. Walks 2 and a hit. Loads up the bases. In comes Brian Garcia with the bases loaded. He walks in a run. Cisneros charged though with the ERA there. Charged with the run. And then he settles in, striking out 2 and recording the 3rd out for the victory. So the Detroit Tigers, man, they made it interesting at the end with the pitching, but they win 6-4. Detroit Tigers with the sweep. So it was a really nice outing by the Detroit Tigers. Something you really want to see. It's something they needed. You like seeing that. So the overall summary, guys, is it's really nice to see them come out of adversity. You know what I mean? They got beat up against the Indians. It was. They got kicked in the junk by the Cleveland Indians. And it wasn't pretty from top to bottom. Pitching, hitting, anything, base running. They looked like a bad baseball team. Looked like Bad News Bears out there against the Indians. Then they go to Houston, go to Hinch's old playground, and they dominate, man. They dominated. They played really, really good baseball, and they swept the Astros. And the Astros are no joke. They're not. They're no joke. The bats came back from the dead. 31 total hits. 8 out of those via the long ball. So that's what you like to see too. Badu stays hot. Candelario continues to rake. Both those guys batting well over 300. Ramos has tremendous power early. You like seeing that too. I think he's leading. Is he leading the majors in home runs? something like that. He has a lot of home runs. He's hitting the ball extremely well. Nunez comes in and displays some power right away, contributing with the bat, which you love to see. And then Willie Castro is struggling early right now. Scope and Grossman need to pick it up a bit. I like that Grossman's getting on base with the walks, but he needs to pick it up more. So does Scope. Cabby hurt. Could be a long one with this one, guys. He's got a bicep thing going on again, and it could be a big problem. Harold Castro has 0 hits. He needs to get on board. And then Victor Reyes and Jacoby Jones not really hitting well, but they're playing limited right now. But they're not hitting. They're both under 200. They're both like 100 plus each. They're not batting well at all. This series too, we had 3 great starts from Casey Mize, Matthew Boyd, and Michael Fulmer. Fulmer earned another start, in my opinion. Boyd doing well early. He's 2-1 on the year. A lot more to come from Casey Mize. I know, I don't want to jump the gun and say this is what you're going to get every single day, every single outing from him, but this is what we're going to expect in the future. That type of outing, 7 strong, striking out some guys, walks down, everything. He's going to be a stud. He's going to be a stud. He struggled last year big time. He's come out now, and he finally got that under his belt. Hopefully he can earn on that and work on his game a little bit more. Soto pitching well in relief. Garcia pitched much better this series. They seem to be the 2 go-to pitchers right now, Gregory Soto and Brian Garcia. And then Daniel Norris and Tyler Alexander have not been good so far at all. ERAs over 11 plus each, so they need to step it up a bit too. And then Alex Lang, he's the rookie. He's looking pretty good. We might see him more in the future. So it was a 3-game winning streak, guys. 6-6 on the year. 4th in the Central. I think there's almost every team is almost tied with wins in the Central. So being 4th, don't look at it don't be too upset about that. Being 4th in the Central, they all have like 6 wins. But I think we're tied with the White Sox with the same record, but the White Sox have the run differential. And but we're all right there. We're all very close. Now the Tigers travel to Oakland tonight, 9:40 p.m. start. Tarek Skubal versus Sean Manaea. Should be a good game. Hopefully it's on TV so everybody can watch it. But that's it, guys. That's the video. Tigers sweep the Houston Astros. Was a very good win. They needed it. That builds up character, builds up momentum. And it makes Hinch look good too. And I like that because I think he was a really good hire. He's a really good manager. So thanks for the video, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, get all my videos. And don't forget to like and comment. It's all about the likes, and the comments are cool, man, because I could have a feedback and I could talk baseball with you guys. Let's go Tigers. Let's go. Boom.